make the drops, man the guns, take out the guards. Should be breezy.
We expect value from games. Our time is precious, our money limited, so video games need to deliver hours, weeks, and even months of quality entertainment. For those of you wanting a game that's worth playing for hours after you complete the main story, here's a master list of ones that deliver significantly more stuff once the central quest is finished. Elder Scrolls V: Skyrim Special Edition. Okay, so finishing the story in Skyrim really doesn't add anything to the experience, although you need to play through a portion of it to unlock dragon shouts and access certain areas of the map. In fact, the Civil War main mission is underwhelming, to say the least. But the true Elder Scrolls experience, roaming the world, making up your own stories, is so separate from the narrative that it really doesn't matter. When the plot is done, chances are you'll still have oodles left to explore. Do you own all the Daedric artifacts? Top god of the companions, are you? Reach the pinnacle of the Thieves Guild? Better go and play that 15 to 20 hour side quest too. There's also 10 hidden quests for you to hunt down, plus 5 secret bosses and 20 weird spectacles. Unless you've scoured every inch of the land, you have not completed Skyrim.
And so it is that ash seeketh embers.
Dark Souls 3 is like a high-class, outrageously expensive dominatrix. She punishes you thoroughly and then, when you're all finished, you still shell out for more. That's what New Game Plus is all about. More punishment, but also more teeth-grinding, fist-pumping, screaming at the telly satisfaction. Starting a New Game Plus after finishing the main story delivers you back to the beginning, only this time complete with your weapons, inventory, minus keys, and stats from the end of your first game. Enemies are of course tougher, but as a result, the game experience is very different to the first playthrough. And therein lies the real joy of a second playthrough. The knowledge of what's up the road allows you to soak up all the detail, instead of cowering in the shadows and edging round every last corner. And then there's New Game Plus Plus, and New Game Plus Plus Plus, and you get the idea.
You're late. What kept you?
Simply having an open world isn't enough to qualify it for a game for this list. No. That world needs to expand or take on a new meaning as a result of finishing the story. GTA 5 does that in style. No spoilers here, but we will say that you end up as a rather wealthy player after finishing the narrative, and this reveals the true potential of Los Santos. Gamble all your money on Borsak and you could end up embarrassingly broke, unable to even buy flimsy body armour. Once the story is over, that doesn't matter. You can snap up nightclubs, deal confidently in stocks and shares, and grab every weapon and ammunition. You can die repeatedly while exploring the map, and your bank balance barely gets dented. Essentially, you become a millionaire playboy with GTA's world as your toy box.
This is really getting out of hand, okay? It was all very funny, haha. Look at Sam walking around in a towel, but now I just really want this to be over, alright?
Until Dawn. When various members of our team first finished Until Dawn, we just assumed it was a numbers game, as we tried to compete about how many people survived our playthroughs. It really isn't. The choices you make in Until Dawn aren't merely binary decisions that kill off its unfortunate teens at a preset point. They change the whole story. You can miss out massive chunks of Until Dawn by making a seemingly innocuous choice near the start, or witness some amazing storytelling by chancing upon a single diary note. As such, replaying this one, having seen the ending from one perspective, is absolutely essential.
Some fight for glory, justice, or gold. I fight for those I hold dear. I'm Geralt of Rivia, the Witcher.
The Witcher 3: Wild Hunt. Geralt's tale of underappreciated monster hunting is more about exploring the actual world than progressing the story. Sure, the main plot is ace, but the real gems here are the superb side quests that distract Geralt for hours on end. So, finishing the main plot simply frees up the player to explore some of the juicier stuff. Plus, the amazing expansions Blood and Wine and Hearts of Stone follow on directly from the central story, so you need to, well, not technically, complete them to experience a whole new chunk of Witcher. As if this game wasn't long enough.
Wide of the mark, Kenway. Maybe he remembers where his rat is hiding.
Assassin's Creed 4: Black Flag. In many ways, finishing the main story in Black Flag sets you free to do all that delicious piracy that makes sailing the high seas truly enjoyable. While much of the post-game will involve hoovering up various anima shards and sea shanties, there's actually a whole other story going on with the side quests, like the Templar hunts. You probably shouldn't attempt to take on the legendary ships until the Jackdaw is fully upgraded either, so post-credits you can take your time buffing your warship, so to speak. Got all the post-it notes in Abstergo? Better collect them too and have fun looking for Easter eggs. Sure, Syndicate and Unity are newer games, but there's more Caribbean delights in Black Flag's post-credit story. Masks are the key to this one. During your first playthrough of Hotline Miami, you'll unlock a bunch of animal masks, which have drastically different effects depending on which you wear. Going back through the game, and it has a pretty circular plot anyway, allows you to try levels using different headwear, forcing/encouraging you to switch your tactics. Given the relative simplicity of the game, it's amazing what a startling effect a rule change can have on the ways you play. Some masks help, one prevents dogs from attacking for example, while others hinder you by dimming the lights. Rasmus the Owl even allows you to spot secrets that you might never have been aware of during your first run through. Batman Arkham City. In some ways, Batman Arkham City becomes an even better Batman simulator once you've completed the main story. Following that ending, the city goes on, but is irrevocably changed. The fallout among the criminal fraternity is palpable in their dialogue, expressions of mourning, confusion, and disaffection overheard as you glide by on patrol. And, although things are quieter in the stillness of the post-endgame snow, without the distraction of the next story mission to push you forward, the sense of simply being Batman, doing what he does, night after night, is amplified immensely. With the main story's cast of characters greatly diminished, it's a lonely, reflective experience. But that's what being Batman is all about. Let us know if there are any other games you keep playing once the main story is finished in the comments below. Click the boxes on the left for more content from us, and don't forget to hit that big button in the middle for more gaming news, reviews, previews and features right here on GamesRadar Plus.